Alright. Alright guys. Hello. Sorry about the lag. It's gonna be like that because I'm recording a video. Anyways, I'm trying something new today, guys. My head's pretty low, so it's not gonna be a long video. But, just starting something new. Anyways, here we go. On this battle, the battle for the bedroom, guys, you have the Tan over here. The Tan military is trying to gain occupation and full control over the bedroom. The reasoning why they want this is for resource purposes. The Grey Kingdom, the Grey supplied the Tan's conquest because they're buddies, right? Alright. The Green over here, somewhat don't have a proper military. They have more of a militia force, as you can see here from the cadet soldiers. So their buddy, the blue team, supplied them with some helicopters and some tanks to defend against the Tan's advancements. For a long time, the Tan and the Green have had somewhat of a non-aggression pact. However, the Tan's actions are violating said treaty. That authorizes the blue team to get involved, but blue team has not declared war yet. Gray team is supporting their ally, but they also don't want to get involved in a war yet. This battle will determine who will have full occupation over the bedroom, and the political landscape will be determined from here. Alright guys, not very good at storytelling, I just improvised, here we go. Okay, maybe slowing it down will help it. The green team's militia's already firing, blue tanks are moving out. The gray team's helicopters are already taking off, opening fire on the green. The battle is just erupting into a massive, collaboration of bullets, guys. Oh shoot, rocket hit the gray helicopter, guys. Both teams only have a few vehicles, and I made it so they can't spawn new ones. So these vehicles are all they have, so they best use them wisely. Alright guys, actually hold up. So I think I made a mistake. I'm gonna actually delete tools to blah blah blah. Delete spawners. Alright. So now no one else can spawn. Green team just summoned a jet. They just called in for air support. Another green wait, what? What we just witnessed was friendly fire happening over here. It just killed a bunch of the green. That was crazy. That was honestly crazy. The blue team's tanks are kind of stuck on the zip line. Gray team is moving in their helicopters. They're trying to get closer with the air support. I think it's going to cost them their air superiority though. Alright, so these green cadets are trying to take down that helicopter. A blue tank just hit the helicopter. If you guys didn't just see that. Gray helicopter down. No more air units, guys. All the air units are dead. Now it's only on the ground. The gray support has completely been destroyed. Tan team is moving out. They're pushing up the center right now. The green team, oh my goodness. Barricades over here are being destroyed. Once the wall that showed peace is now being destroyed, guys. The green team militia is getting absolutely mowed down over here. The blue team's tanks are still stuck. They're not stuck, but they're just refusing to move out. Honestly, probably the best decision right now, because out here is an absolute chaos, bloodbath. It is a hot mess. It looks like the Tan are actually probably going to win this battle over here, guys. Alright. Oh my goodness. The Tan team is just mowing them down. This is just absurd. It's okay, guys. There will be repercussions for these actions. The political landscape is going to get crazier from here, guys. Oh my goodness. The Tan team is moving out. They are pushing they're pushing hard. The tanks are actually stuck, I think. No, wait, they aren't stuck, are they? No, they're not stuck. They're not stuck. My bad. Blue team finally is moving up their tanks. A battery was shot. Batteries are very explosive. Thankfully, nobody got killed from it. The green is just firing like crazy. You can tell that these are cadets because his aim is bad and he's just shooting into nothing. Basically, and he is under heavy fire out in the open by the Tan bunker, and I think that he's dead. I think he's died. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, now it's up to the blue tank men. The blue tank men, somewhat as expeditionary forces, are not really involved in the war yet, but they are here to support the green. Essentially, if the Tan attacked, the blue team's tanks were allowed to defend, but they weren't at war. Alright? So that's basically what that was. That was the treaty. And right now, This brave tan soldier is like right in front of the. He's like right in front of. Oh my goodness! Friendly fire. Yo, it just tore him up, bro. His limbs are gone. Oh my goodness. Tan team tanks are now moving out. They're opening fire on each other. Tan soldiers are moving in to support their tanks. More tan reinforcements are on the way after they just continue to take the what's that? Their right flank. This is the eastern flank. They just conquered it. Now we only have the center flank, and there's no other flanks. Well, they're contested over this one over here. The first tan tank just went down. I repeat, the first tan tank went down. This is honestly crazy. Oh my goodness. I think that the blue team's tanks aren't going to last much longer. I think a blue team tank is trying to withdraw. He just turned his back to his enemies. He's not going to last long, I can tell. Alright, yeah. However, that blow did just take down 2 tan soldiers. The blue team's tank has only one last tank standing. Will he be able to single-handedly Alrighty guys, we're back. After the last battle and the tan breaking the treaty, the green team immediately responded with militarization in the basement. Because on a lot of fronts, the tan and the green team had decided to have status quo, which means that nobody wins, and so they decided to split it down the middle. However, with the violation of the contract, that means that both countries are now officially at war. Blue team are allied with the green team. The green team is trying to call the blue team into the war, but the blue team is very persistent against joining the conflict. They feel like joining this conflict could get them into another war that could hurt their economy. On top of that, the blue team is really trying to build their economy, while the gray team is just really trying not to get involved in any conflicts, so they both have no reason to fight. Meanwhile, the gray team, the tan team, decided to ask the gray for more support. However, the gray team, more concerned about losing valuable resources in their conflict and concerned about getting involved in the conflict themselves, they wanted to be prepared. So instead of sending supplies, they decided to send expeditionary soldiers and said, listen, if anything goes down, they'll help you. Meanwhile, on the green team, the blue team had already had tanks here to help the green rebuild their borders because the green team were extremely poor and didn't have as much resources as the blue team. So that helps you understand. Oh my gosh, guys, someone's calling me. I am so sorry about that. Okay, anyways, that helps you understand the circumstances of this battle. So right now we are basically getting involved in a huge war. The blue team created something that was incredible, new, and revolutionary. It is a plane that nobody else has. and they decided to say, you know what, green, for you can use this. There's nothing up here, although I think up here would be a really cool battle. Not today though. Alright, that'll come in handy later. Let's get this battle started, guys. Alright. Immediately we have bullets flying all the way across both sides. Blue team's tanks are moving out. Oh my goodness, immediately the blue tank is down. That is a heavy hit for the blue team and their economy. Meanwhile over here, the blue copter is actually messing up the tan's back line. I think that this helicopter could actually provoke a, like, you know, larger response from the tan team, because this is such a revolutionary item. To them, this is like the nuclear bomb type thing. You know, like, this is like, they have no idea like what this is, where it came from. So this could spark some problems with the foreign relations. But that guerrilla attack, that hit and run, was very successful. But the copter is very low on health. Oh, a rocket hit the helicopter. I think it's gonna go down. Yeah, I think the helicopter's going down. And the blue copter is down, guys. Alright, the blue team's tanks are moving out. They're actually advancing, which might be against the treaty, but that's okay, no one cares. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, the green team, however, took heavy casualties once again. The green team are getting hit hard by this conflict. They were not prepared for it. A little bit more lore of this universe. The tan team and the green team just got out of the green war, and the green team lost tons of resources, but ultimately won the war. The tan team are pretty tight about that. They've been tight, and they always wanted to get that, but they couldn't. Alright, so now this is a chance to get back, and the green team were not prepared for it, as you can see from being under-equipped for this conflict. Oh my goodness, I think the tan team are going to win this battle again. The tan team are going to win another battle. They are on a battle-winning streak. Like, this is honestly crazy. Oh, shoot. Yo, chat, that's crazy. Okay, anyways. So here, the green team are, like, doing a last stand defense type thing. They're trying to hold this position, you know, getting good defenses, but I think could work, as long as they play their cards right. They're taking casualties left and right. Yo, his head just came off. Y'all see that too, right? His head is not on his body. Like, it's not attached. Anyways, the two rocketmen over here, but they are not in a good position. They are out in the open. His head just came off too, so I'm not going crazy. Alright. Machine gunners are just mowing them down. Well, actually, never mind. They are about to get mowed down, honestly. Oh my goodness. The green team were very unprepared for this conflict. This is honestly getting sad. But it's alright. The tan team just completely, like, outskilled, outnumbered the green team. This is honestly, like, a horrific time for the green. Oh my goodness, now they just lost another flame. The green did just do like a last second call in of air support, which just completely crushed all of the tan forces. So if the green have one more final stand like that, then they can definitely win. But never mind. Oh my goodness. You guys can see from the battle right now, the green team have just lost another battle. The battle for the basement is a tan victory, guys. At this point, the tan won 2 major battles, and it is having a crippling effect on not only the green economy, because they cannot afford to keep up with this conflict and afford not only the resources, ammunition, and weapons to continue the fight, but also in general, the supplies required, because soldiers gotta eat. Although they're plastic soldiers, I think it'd be more fun to treat them like real soldiers. Anyways, alright guys, that was the battle for the basement. This battle was actually really small. I wanted it to be small because it's a small map, and I don't want to like overlag my game. But anyways, we're gonna end another video right here. Well, not end the video, but like, you know, end this battle. Alrighty guys, this was gonna be really laggy. I don't know if my game's gonna crash. I really hope not. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, after the last few battles, the tan, green, blue, the tan, green, blue, and gray, all like, you know, are kind of very icky about this war. They don't want to fight it. The tan really want to fight this war. The green team is too broke to fight this war, but the war is being fought against them. Meanwhile, the gray and the blue really wanted to stay out of it. However, there's one large major problem. They all shared a city. This is called city diorama. The tan team, gray team, blue team, and green team all have an occupation in this city. And when their allies are at war, and they've been sending supplies to their allies, the enemy, or not the enemy, I can't say that, I mean, that sounds biased. The tan team, they are going to just launch a major assault on the city. The gray team, who didn't really want to get involved in the conflict, have no real other option but to support their ally now, because it's either going to be you fight alongside them today or you die alone tomorrow. And the same thing with the blue team, because now this major assault, as you can see, is being attacked on a really big blue occupation in this region, mainly for, this is more like a supply outpost, you know, a small supply outpost in the city. The history behind this city was that this city has always been fought over by mainly the green and the gray, but after the last war, the gray team and the blue team said, hey, you know what, to prevent another war like this from happening, we're gonna come inside here and we're gonna occupy it. However, as you can see, that did not help, and it is not helping. In fact, it's only going to make the situation worse. So now we're going to see today, let me just destroy all the spawners real quick. Okay, we're going to see today who is going to emerge victorious over the city, guys. So you guys already saw the two blue tanks and the blue army over here. The green team have a lot more soldiers in the region, but that's simply due to the fact that, they have a really big occupation over the city. If you look at the city overall, you see a lot of green, right? Even in the tan area, you see a lot of green. They have a lot of occupation and a lot of population in the city. Meanwhile, the gray team really don't have any occupation, so I didn't really know what to do with them. So I just put them right here dead in the center, because that just makes sense. Meanwhile, the tan team have their occupation. So we're going to go and get this battle started and see who's going to win, guys. It's going to be crazy. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm stimming, by the way, guys. No judgment, guys. Anyways, the battle is emerging. Oh my goodness, immediately, the gray team took heavy casualties. I hear jets, a blue jet is flying overhead, dropping bombs on the gray front. Honestly, I did not expect the green, I did not expect the gray and the blue to be going head and head like this. I thought they would have say, hey, based off the roleplay, I know it's in, I know the game, but still. Anyways, the blue team is now moving out on offense. I guess they're kind of in the mindset of, it's a kill or be killed world. You either kill them or you get killed by them. And honestly, I can't blame them for that mindset, I'd have to say. The two tanks are moving out. Yo, it's so hard to look at the battle in this series because there's so much crevices and corners that everybody can be hiding in. However, one thing I am realizing is that I'm not seeing as much tan soldiers. So already, oh shoot, blue jets are, I think it's the blue jets. They're just messing up the front. The tan made a huge mistake going to war with the blue. The blue were prepared for this. The gray team, maybe. I'm not 100%. But the blue team, I know 100% were prepared for this war. Just simply due to the fact that they haven't been in any wars in a long time, and they have been really just preparing for major conflicts like this. But anyways, the green team is now moving out. And a huge battle is emerging over here, guys. Let's take a peek. Green soldiers, they don't look very green. But I know they're green because of the color of their guns. This is a really dark color of green because they're like trained professional soldiers. And they're messing up the tan forces on this flank. It is honestly petrifying to see. Whoa. Okay, I see an explosion. It just wiped out tons of green forces. That is crazy. Alright. The gray tank is still oh my god, they're advancing on this flank. This is honestly going to be one of the craziest battles of the world. There's still a bunch of more crazy battles. I just can't wait to see who's gonna win. Alright. The green team is trying to move out and do like a left side flank. I'm trying to do like a western flank type of thing. Get them from the side. Oh shoot, the Tan has prepared with a tank over here. So it might not go too well for them. They have to be able to maneuver this correctly and cleanly. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Already a green, oh wait, a green helicopter actually, and a green tank, wow. The green aren't 100% broke. And a green jet, okay. Maybe I underestimated the green's bank account, because they had a few pennies left. Anyways, right now they're completely encircling a great, which I think this great tank is actually holding pretty strong. They're going down. That poor tank guy though. He just happened to take up the last bullet. Yo, that was so sad. Bro really said try me. And they tried him. And they killed him. Anyways. A Tan tank is just completely getting encircled. But honestly, it's like they're getting encircled by infantry, so it's not really crazy. I don't want to feel crazy. Also, I'm trying not to get too close to the battlefield because like my hands can interact with them. I don't want to like accidentally mess somebody up. Because like one mistake can like literally turn the tides in battle. Turn the tides of the entire world. One little tap and history can forever be changed. So let me not get too close. Anyways, a green helicopter is actually pretty high. You have 3 green snipers. I try to put them on the roofs if you guys couldn't tell, but I don't think it works too well on the roofs. So that's okay. Oh my goodness. You can't do that, bro! You can't do that! I think I made a mistake playing in the city, guys. The city has too many tall towers, too many jets. It's not okay. I don't feel okay doing this. Anyways, the green jet accidentally bombed a innocent civilian tower, so that is probably going to come, you know, to bite them back later, you know, bringing their war to the civilian population. But the battle for the city honestly seems like it's going into the green and blue's favor. I honestly think that the blue might have carried. I don't know. I think that the blue carried only because they're jets. If the blue jets were not here, I think that the green might be like struggling. The blue jets and the blue tanks. Like, if they're fighting, the green would be cooked. But you know. But just because this is happening, I don't think I really want them to carry. I think it means more to the story if they remain neutral for now. I think something bigger is gonna happen to get them involved in the conflict. Yeah, something bigger is gonna happen to get them involved in the conflict now. Alright. Green helicopters are just freaking massive. They're also like on the verge of crashing. As I'm saying, like they're about to crash and crash. But anyways, oh my gosh, that duel just ended horrifically. Like bro, his limbs are completely torn off. His head, his arm, and his feet are not part of his body anymore. Good golly, bro. I could not. Anyways, a blue tank is getting involved in the conflict. I don't know why I just said a blue tank's getting involved in the conflict, guys. He was completely neutral this entire time, not fighting anybody, but he decided to end his neutrality and get involved in the conflict, guys. Like, my bro was not just obliterating both the Tan and the gray for like 2 minutes. Like, good job, guys. I think I'm going crazy. Anyway, oh my goodness, that was that heavy tank hit. The gray tank, oh my goodness, yo. Oh my gosh, that killed him. I don't know how that killed him, but shoot, killed him. Anyways, oh my goodness. Tan team is, yeah, I don't think they're gonna win this battle, guys. Ugh, I'm stuck on the ground. Emperor loves all of you. Aw. That's a nice emperor. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I got stuck. Oh my goodness. This is a chaotic battle, guys. I think the blue team might lose this now. Only because the Tan are actually holding a pretty good choke point. It's because I turned on spawners for flags. I thought that would be fun, you know? Like, it works for both teams. It's not like a favorite team. I just think that would be cool, you know? But it also could just be like this conflict. Oh my goodness, that was a tough hit. Yo, yeah, the Tan are holding a really powerful choke point on the on both sides, really. Honestly, this is chaotic. This should be like the 55 days in pay king type thing, bro. That's honestly crazy. You know what? I I think I'm gonna do a battle like that. I really like the story of 55 Days in Peking. I think that was a really like sick story, because like there was like tons of nations who would like later on become arch nemesis, all just like defending side by side inside of like the building. But at the same time, the real story behind why they were the Boxer Rebellion was fighting was understandable. I just think it was a really, you know, cool story. You know, like to think that the German Empire were fighting side by side with the British, and the British were fighting side by side with Russians, and the USA was fighting side by side with everybody. You know, I think this was a really nice story. But at the same time, it also was a pretty dark story because the bad guys technically won. Because the European powers were not in that situation. They were colonizing China, and the Chinese were just simply resisting. I'm just saying, like, you know, I think there's like a nice story, like, you know, the biggest crossover, you know, like in the 1900s. What a way to kick off the century. You know, like one of the biggest crossovers in all of history. What a way to kick off the 19th century. Anyways, I digress. Back to the battlefield, guys. The Tan team is actually making a comeback. Wait, chat, why is the Tan actually making a comeback? I told y'all, the Tan are just built different or something. The Tan are built different. Yo, you know what? It might just be because all of that friendly fire comes from the blue team, bro. They lost their blue support. I see a blue tank right there. But they don't have any more blue support. So I think that's why the green are actually starting to struggle a little bit more. They just understand what I mean by that now. Like the blue were carrying with their like supplies and stuff. Because they most definitely. Like, the blue team were definitely carrying with their supplies. I see some snipers on the rooftop. Hey guys, you guys are using the guns, right? Sorry, I don't know why I did that. That was anyways. Alright, the blue tank is now moving out. Yo, you just shot one of your friends, bro. You know what? Why am I yapping, bro? The blue team probably don't even like me because you're getting them involved in the Hey, the last blue tank is down, guys. The blue tanker is now trying to hold this position. Yo, what the freak? Yo, why is the blue tanker actually holding this position, bro? What the heck is happening? What is happening right now? Who needs to get fired? Y'all getting cooked by a blue tanker. Yo, y'all killed him. Y'all killed the blue tanker. Oh my goodness. His head. His head. What the freak? I can down his head. Yo, what the freak? What is this game? Oh my gosh. The poor blue tanker. Back to the battle. Yeah, the green team are so quick now. They lost like their main like support of the battle. There's no way that but there is a way they could win this. But I'm just saying, like, based off the way it's going right now, it feels like it's a stalemate. I'm thinking about ending the battle like that, like ending the battle at a stalemate. I'm not saying anyone like the battle because they're just gonna keep respawning and they're just gonna keep fighting. Unless somebody pulls off like a really big brain maneuver. And like, I don't know, like this guy goes around and takes over some outpost and then they flank the green from behind or something. But he's dead now, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. This could just be like the contested zone, you know? But at the same time, I don't want to like you guys feeling like uncompleted. If I press this, does this work? If I press delete spawners, would I have to press like delete all spawners, or like, you know, just delete spawners? Do they still spawn? I don't know. If they still spawn, guys, then this will be a contested zone for the battle. I don't see anybody else spawning in, so I think that did it. Alright. Yo, this is honestly crazy. So like these guys aren't actually doing anything up there. I have a urge to hit them, but that would be me. They're not spawning in. I don't see them spawning in. Yo, I swear, did you just spawn in? Look, did you just spawn in? I don't know guys. Are people still spawning in? I mean, I'm looking at this battle and it looks like a team that I can do somewhere. Also, ignore that in the background. My house is on fire. No, I'm joking. Let me not joke about that. Lord, please forgive me. Please protect me. I'm so sorry. Anyways. Let me not joke about that because there's been a lot of fires where I am right now. And that's scary. people were dying in fires and stuff. This is really scary. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I just joked about that. Now I'm thinking about it. It's like, yo, if that wasn't fire, I would totally be dead right now because I am like not caring about my surroundings. But the fire alarm's off. That means somebody's cooking, so I'm okay, guys. Don't worry. Oh my gosh, I just think about these crazy things. Like, my AED pill is not working. Anyways, sorry. Ooh. I'm thinking, yeah, this is gonna be a contested zone for the war. This will be the contested battle for the diorama. We'll come back to this battle like later on, so it'll be part of the story. But right now, the battle for the diorama is contested. Actually, guys, can I just give this to the Tan victory? Like, I know that the Tan have been winning a lot of battles, but I mean, I really don't want to wait for them to like slowly inch closer to each flag and take it. And the battle's not dying down anytime soon, but the Tan are heavily advancing. So we're just gonna give this to a Tan almost victory. You know, the Tan are coming very close to winning this battle. That's what we're gonna leave it at. I don't mean no disrespect, guys. Don't worry, we'll come back to it, I promise. This battle is gonna be seriously laggy, so if my game crashes, I am so sorry. Anyways, here we go. Okay. The green team, recently, after the declaration of war by the Tan team, have begun rapid militarization instead of an outpost outside. This outpost, I'm gonna like, I don't know, call it Fort Green. We're gonna call it Fort Green, okay guys? Fort Green recently has been under rapid militarization, with soldiers performing many military drills. It became obvious to Tan commanders that the green team were planning a huge assault, but they couldn't figure out where. Little did they know that this army was meant for doing one of the largest assaults on the hallway. The Tan team, in response to this rapid militarization done by the green team, has decided to do one of the largest D-Day battles ever. They sent tons of soldiers, tons of supplies, and called their allies to help them out as much as they could. The Grey Team, realizing how much was at risk, decided to invest a little bit more in this battle than they did in the other ones, sending 4 tanks instead of just like 1 or 2. I know, 2 more than usual. Crazy. Anyways, the Tan team, now sending at least 5% of their entire population into this battle, now have lots of things at risk. If they lose this battle, then the Tan team will be completely very underdefended against any attacks that the Green give. Or in other words, I'll have to debuff the Tan so the Green have a higher chance of winning. But if the Tan win this battle and take this fort from the Green team, then the Green team will be extremely crippled and will not be able to defend as well in other battles. Which means that the Green team will have to, I don't know, have less soldiers in other battles. Essentially, this battle will determine who will get the crippled effect. Somebody's gonna get crippled after this battle. They will decide which team it is. The blue team, realizing that this fort determines how this war may go, decided to invest tons of supplies into it. They already have tons of fuel, tons of supplies, resources, and even gave them some trucks in order to assist them in the battle, along with having many helicopters here on this fort, constantly, you know, under military procedures and drills. They only have 1 functioning tank here, while the Green team have a bunch of unfunctioning tanks because this caught them by surprise. You know, this is a surprise attack from the beach front. The Green team are extremely outnumbered, outgunned, and outskilled in this battle, but they have some of the toughest defenses that the Tan team will have to figure out how to advance past. Can the Green team successfully defend their military base and prevent the Tan from ruining their chances of success in the upcoming battle, or will the Tan severely cripple the Green economy along with the Green military performance and win this battle? I'm looking at all the soldiers I have right now. This feels like a little bit unfair. Let me actually spawn a little bit more in here, because I feel like this is actually a little bit too little. All right, now we're good. All right. So now, guys, this will determine a lot of things in the future war, guys. This is the battle for the beach, guys. Let's get this battle started. Oh my gosh, this is so loud. already both sides are firing from all the way across the beach. Green bunkers are opening fire right now. Blue helicopters are swarming in. The green team borrowed the blueprints from the blue team to produce one of their helicopters that they had intended on using in the upcoming battle, but decided to deploy it now. Right now, this battle is extremely important and will determine the future of both nations. Here we go. Gray team already lost a helicopter. Already lost a tank. The blue team already lost a helicopter. The helicopters are flying in though. Alright. Right now the battle for the air is going in the favor of the green team's alliance. Right now, again, both sides are still not involved in the war. Gray team and blue team are still not in the war 100% yet, because that would get hectic. And they're still trying to hope that they would just, weaken each other out and just aid their allies, so their ally, they get the benefit from their ally winning. Another blue helicopter just went down. The green team's plane is doing all right. Brother, what was that? Anyways, a blue team helicopter is now under severe fire. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Let's take a look at the tan soldiers. The tan soldiers are extremely distracted. They are not advancing yet, and the green team are trying not to break their defenses. Oh my goodness, a blue helicopter I think went down. That was a blue, because the blue are the ones who mainly the helicopters actually. That could have been a tan helicopter, but I didn't see it. But the blue helicopter I know 100% just went down. Now the green plane is going to have to withdraw from the fight, because oh my goodness, this is just chaotic, guys. Already, see the tan swarm advancing. And now the green airplane is still on the front, trying to mess up behind their lines, take out the enemy's most important supplies. They successfully took out one tank from the gray team. If they can really cripple the supply line and the in general formation of the enemy, the green team could successfully win this battle. It seems like the green team's generals' plans are planning right now, guys. But they just lost their plane, so that didn't work out too well. Green team is still holding defenses, strong on the mountainside. Meanwhile, the tan are advancing. The tan are actually starting to take some casualties right now on the main central front. There are 3 flanks that they can go down, but I think that the one that they're really going to go down is the center flank. We're just going to call that the central field. We're going to call that the right flank. This is the left flank. Not very creative, but what the heck? It's a flank. Why don't you get so creative with the naming? Alright. Green team are still holding their defenses. Actually, over here on that would be the right flank, but it's my left now. You know what, guys? We're just gonna call that the I don't freaking know. Call that post beta. Okay, this is gonna be beta. The beta flank right now, the green team is trying to add support. The central flank and the alpha flank are still very untouched. Honestly, I think they're gonna pull a 360 and just try and push them back. Actually, blue jets are actually messing them up, honestly. But the tan forces are actually, never mind, actually. The tan forces are favoring the central flank rather than the alpha flank. I think that they only are defending the beta flank to prevent the enemy from going around them. So right now, the tan forces are focusing all their supplies on the central flank, which honestly, I think it might have been a waste. If the tan, went around the flank and went up here, then they could have just completely avoided all of the green's defenses and could have just messed them up from behind. But I'm not the general of the army. Who cares what I have to say? Oh my goodness. Right now the green team and the blue team are actually successfully messing their forces up. Green team and blue team forces are now taking to the high ground like Obi-Wan Kenobi, trying to outdo the enemy on the ground. The tan team right now is they are suffering it. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, but you guys can see from over here. Oh my gosh, what was that? Yo, that was such a huge hit. I really want to look at everything at once, but I can't be everywhere at once. On this flank right now, oh my gosh, the blue team and the green team just lost tons of people on this flank. Now all that's left is two blue guys. No, 2 blue guys, 1 blue tank, and 1 green guy. That's what I see. But anyways, the two tanks, this great team, are about to team up on this blue tank over here. We're gonna see how that's going. But right now, the tan team are successfully pushing up the hillside. Both sides, both the green and the blue, don't have strong defenses over here anymore. The green team is trying to get to the sides, like, you know, trying to mess up their advance over here. But these guys are aiding them, so it's not looking too good for the green team. Oh my goodness. Tan forces are now slowly advancing into, they are now slowly advancing into the military base, guys. It is not looking good at all for the, green team. And I think that they just lost their tank too. Yeah, they just lost the tank. They lost the blue tank. The battle is not looking good at all for the green. This might just be a major tan success. A green soldier is still holding the outpost, and the tan are scared to go in there, is what I'm seeing. I think they're just going to wait for their allies to hit them from the front, but he is messing up their allies. Never mind, he's focusing mainly on the tank, which honestly is interesting. But what I'm seeing right now is the tan, who although just lost tons of soldiers, they just lost a lot of men, have successfully stormed the beach, guys. The tan actually, I think, just won this battle, guys. That is crazy. The tan successfully are storming the military base and preventing the green team's assault on the threshold, guys. So right now, it is another major hit to the blue economy, guys. I know I really wanted the green to win this battle, only because I think that the battle for the threshold would have been absolutely epic. But you know, gotta stay true to the lore. But anyways, by the looks of it, they won. Yeah, gray team tanks are now emerging into the fort. Tan team soldiers are now emerging to enforce their occupation. Soldiers are now pouring in here left and right. All of the enemy all the green and blue flags are going down. It is over for them, guys. Along with that, all of these green supplies, weapons, and fuel has now just been taken by the tan team. So they're pretty wealthy right now. They're honestly pretty wealthy right now. But again, guys, they did just take huge casualties in this battle. For all my green fans out there, I see that. Don't worry, guys. They're not gonna be OP. You know, they're not gonna have like a huge army like that in a long time. Because you guys stay true to the lore. But all of my tan supporters out there, the tan team just won this battle. They successfully prevented the flank from behind, and the tan are now on a huge winning streak, guys. 3 major battles in a row won by the tan team. Will their winning streak continue, and will they crush the green team in this war? Or will the green have one major battle and the tan have one major defeat that causes all this progress to reverse? We have no idea. We're gonna see based off of what I'm seeing right now. The tan team are just steamrolling the green team, but this battle was costly. It was a costly battle, guys. Alrighty, guys. So, after the last major battles, the green team right now are in a spiraling defeat central, and the tan team are feeling very overconfident with their victory streaks. After the battle for the beach, the tan team have been feeling quite prideful, and they are thinking about a major assault and one of the largest joint occupations in the entire, the entire house, or in their, in their world, the entire world. Alright, this joint occupation has been a neutral zone for years, and both sides agreed after the last major war that everybody gets their own little piece. Right now, the tan, after winning the battle for the beach, are feeling really confident in their ability. The gray team, although slightly unsure about how the battle might go, decided to agree because, from the gray team perspective, your ally is on a steamroll, and if they're offering you a chance to get more land and more resources, if they've been winning so far, why not? Meanwhile, the green team, who have been taking the bottom of the barrel almost all this time, as you can see, cannot afford to get really strong defenses. All they have is a few. Ooh, I hope that did not kill anybody. That would be so tight. All right, let me just actually grab that real quick. Can I pick that up? That nobody died, right? Okay, nobody's dead. Put that over there. Get out of here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, guys. I'm so sorry. Hold up, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're good. Please don't hit anyone. Yo, please don't hit anyone, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, that didn't hit anyone. I don't think. Okay. Okay. The freaking monster pillow. Just nobody dies from war. They all just die from the pillow. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyways, back to the roleplay. The green team, now completely weakened from the last battles, have to make one large comeback. If they lose this battle right here, guys, if they lose this battle, then they will lose so much that honestly, this war might as well just be between the blue and the gray and the tan. Okay? And by the looks of things, I actually, because it's such a major battle, I mean, at the same time, they did lose the last battle, and I said I was going to debuff them. So, I guess this is fair. You know, they can't be, like, you know, super overpowered. I know they can't give them plot armor, you know? But anyways, the blue team, I think the blue team, I'm gonna actually give them some extra soldiers. Because I did not give the blue team a lot of supplies and soldiers, and they have not been involved in the war at all. But also, I think I should do the same thing to the gray, because the gray also did win the battle last time, so they should also get some stuff. Alright. That is a lot of stuff, though. That's a lot of stuff already. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna see. As you can see, I did stick up to my word. The tan team does not have a huge swarm this time, and they don't have over a dozen weapons, a dozen soldiers. However, I was thinking about deploying some of their resources, but I'm also thinking maybe later on in the story that stuff's gonna be like worth it. 'Cause I don't want to just pull it out and then, like, you know, later on in the story, I want them to have like a huge battle, but I'm like, where are they gonna get all this stuff from? You know? Anyways, here we are. One of the largest battles. The green team, who just suffered one of their biggest losses in the entire war, now are literally struggling. Their last hope is their ally blue team. Who will win this battle, guys? We will see. Please don't crash. Alright. Right now, they're already firing at each other from like across the entire room. A huge tank hit for the gray team. That completely crippled them. I don't think I gave them enough, actually. I'm looking at it now. That one hit. Oh my gosh. This next... Yeah, I don't think I gave them enough. Oh my goodness. I don't think I gave them enough. That's okay, guys. You know what? This will not affect them as much. But this is not all their soldiers, right, guys? The gray team have hardly gotten involved in the war. I don't think it would be fair to just, you know, knock them out immediately. They had nothing to do with it. Anyways, blue jets are actually focusing their fire on the gray defenses over here. I think that their major plan, right? Oh my gosh, a blue jet just fired at the tan defenses as well. I don't see any gray jets though. I gave the gray team people who call them jets as well, so I don't know why there's no gray jets. Anyways, the green team right now, honestly, it seems like they're not miserably dead. You know, they're not like miserably dying. They actually are putting some pretty good defenses. You know, like, I'm honestly shocked. I thought that they would just like run out here and just get themselves killed, but they're actually still alive. But it also could be because I'm looking at the gray team and seeing like how much they just lost in like the first few seconds of the battle. So I'm thinking like, wait, why isn't everybody else dead too? But no, I think this is just. I think the blue team just targeted the gray so that the green team could possibly do something with their flank. I hear a jet. I don't see jet. I hear jet, but me no see jet. Oh shoot. A jet just went down. I don't know whose team that was, but a jet just got shot down. That's crazy. That's gonna suck for them. Womp womp. Okay, a blue jet's coming in hot. I see this one. Will he be able to successfully do a bombing run? He did. He did a successful bombing run. The tan and the gray are actually getting hit pretty hard this battle. I think they made a mistake doing an offense against the blue team. Unlike that, I think that was a gray team. Oh my gosh, the gray team are getting hit hard in this battle. But it's not going to hit them as hard as the green team are hit. But the green team actually, I think they're getting their act together in this battle. The green team says it's time to lock in, guys. The green team is locking in this battle. They are like, we're not losing another battle. Oh my goodness. So right now, the blue team honestly is like really well defended over there. They're probably like, you know, gonna survive this battle. They most likely will. Like if the green team can survive this well, blue team probably will do pretty okay as well. Green team just shot a rocket over at the tan. Oh, it just barely missed everyone. But if that was, oof, if that hit that bunker, the tan team might actually be cooked. So, alright. The gray team's actually starting to make some, never mind. Yeah, no. The gray team's cooked. The gray team is so cooked. They are shooting a suitcase. They're cooked. They are so cooked, bro. The gray team's cooked. Look at the green. The green are also shooting a suitcase. Yeah, they're cooked. The green team and the gray team are cooked. They've gone towards this, guys. The war of the luggage. Anyways, as you guys can see over here, blue team is starting to advance on the right flank. They are probably going to try and advance on the fireplace. Meanwhile, the tan team, yo, the tan are not surviving this battle. They got a little bit too cocky. I know I'm the one writing the story, and saying they got too cocky feels like bias, but I mean, like, come on, guys. I really try. I'm really trying to make this like as non-biased as I can. Out of anything, the person I'm most biased for is not green or tan. It's most likely like blue team. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm not trying to get them involved in the war. I'm definitely not biased towards green team or tan team. My favorite team is probably going to be blue. You will see why. You're going to see why blue team's going to be my bestest boy. Because I don't think any of these guys, the way that I'm writing them, none of them are actually going to be good. None of them are going to be good. Alright, blue jets are coming in high. They suck at what they're shooting at though, because I guess everybody's just going to war with this freaking suitcases. Blue jets even had to go out of their way to hit the suitcase. Green rocket men are trying their best to aim over here and hit the tan defenses, but missing miserably. No wonder they're shooting at a suitcase at standstill. Anyways, the blue team right now, they have tons of soldiers pouring out. And no, I didn't give this to them because I favorited them. I gave them to the soldiers because based off of the lore, it made sense. Don't worry, guys. As much as I favorite one team, I'm definitely not going to be biased, because I think that being biased ruins the story. You know, like, I think the story is more fun when I'm surprised by it too, you know? Like, you know, I think that makes the story even better, you know? Because I'm watching this story with you, although I'm making it. You know, like, that's what I love best about these type of stories, you know? That we're both watching it together. See, like, just watch it unravel. Anyways, the gray team right now is just getting absolutely just. Blue jet coming in. Oh, that was a really good shot. Either that or he just hit a bunch of corpses. I think he just hit a bunch of corpses, but still, at least they know what to shoot at. If it has a humanoid body shape, I hear another jet. Can I see it? Blue jet coming in hot. Boom! Gray defenses immediately just got hit straight head on. I hear another jet. Another blue jet. The blue jets are honestly like, I feel like that's the most important part of the blue military, their jets. Like, I get that they give their allies tons of tanks, but the blue jets honestly are what carry everybody in the battles. Because every battle, like, they would be so freaking cooked. Yeah, they were already cooked, they already got cooked, but they would be even more cooked if it wasn't for the blue jets. Like, I swear, the blue jets dead carried, like, everyone. Anyways, let's kind of speed this up a little bit. The blue team is actually going on an offense. The gray team lost their defenses over here. The green team are trying to do a push. They're trying to push over here onto the left flank. The tan team, meanwhile, yo, the tan got extinct, guys. The tan are extinct. I hear a jet. It's a blue jet. 2 blue jets! Yo! The blue jets are dead carrying this whole battle. Yo, okay. Yeah, no more jets in this battle, guys. Like, we're not gonna do as much jets next battle, because that's crazy. This is crazy. The blue jets are dead carrying. Yes, I'm kicking my feet. That's why my legs are shaking. I'm sitting down and I'm kicking my feet in my chair. Is that a problem, guys? I hope it's not a problem. Love you guys. Anyways. Oh my gosh. This is honestly chaotic. Green team forces are now advancing on the gray defenses. They're going to seize this occupation. Oh shoot. Guys, the green team and the gray team are dead gonna be ops. They will be like the green team and the gray team, they're gonna have really bad relations. Something's gonna happen. Something is going to happen between them that is going to destroy their relationship forever. And it starts with this. They're taking over a gray occupied territory. At the same time, though, the gray did assist the tan in the battle, so it makes sense. That's the excuse the green's going to use to occupy it, but it will forever ruin their relationship and create enemies out of it too. Anyways, the blue team and the green team are now preparing for an advance. Blue forces are now preparing at the bottom of the stairway. Nobody dares go up there yet, but I see no soldiers, so Chat, do y'all see this? No way. No freaking way. The first green victory out of the whole. Let me clap. I gotta clap. Good job, guys. I had to put my controllers down so I can clap. Good job, guys. I'm honestly so proud of you guys. Honestly, I'm like so proud of them. They've been getting cooked this whole war. I know that the blue team dead carried them. Like this, the blue team are dead gonna be the ones carrying the green. Like the green will not survive anything without the green team. I mean, without the blue team. Like, I'm being so serious. I highly doubt any battle is gonna be won without blue team support. I'm just gonna grab this guy real quick. Please don't die. Let me just pick you up. Are you dead? Please don't be dead. I see your limbs. Like, okay, yeah, you're all right. There's no soldiers up here, so it's okay to do that. You know, just so I can like have this like satisfaction of the ending. You know, so I can have closure. Okay, guys. Take a nice, good glimmer at this right now. The green flag waved up high above a tan fort with the single blue soldier now just walking around. The battle for the living room now going in the green victory, guys. This victory honestly will make a comeback for the green. It is honestly chaotic. Oh my gosh, I keep saying chaotic. I'm using words that make no sense, guys. Bear with me here. Alright, that's the end of this battle. On to the next. Alright, guys. In this battle, one color you see. Blue. Now, remember, the blue team were neutral in this conflict. Another thing, why is this soundtrack slap? Okay, another thing. The blue team are completely neutral. And as you can see, the green team, although have a small occupation in their territory, still are, you know, have a bad economy. But you also see one of the largest joint battles ever. Listen, I know I just said that I'm not going to spam soldiers, but hear me out, okay? Look, okay? There's more gray here. That's my defense. There's more gray. You know what? Okay. That is unfair of me. I did just say that. I forgot that I said that. I got a little carried away. Let me just... I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to put you in the wood and just take you out. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, I'll take these guys too. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want to do this. Well, make it fair. Okay. We're gonna replace them with tan. Chat, why is this soundtrack slap? Okay, anyways. As you guys can see in this battle, the gray team and the tan team now decided to do a joint no, my god, I can't say this. A joint invasion of the Blue Bathroom. The Blue Bathroom is one of the most important military bases where the blue team gets the most of their research, as you could tell, from the construction of one of the largest battlecrafts ever. The blue team, who were completely, unprepared for this assault, decided that it was officially the time for them to enter the war. Blue team, because of this invasion, is declaring war on the tan, not the gray. The gray are still not involved in this conflict. The green, however, are trying to use this as justification to invade the gray, but the gray team is still like, nah, we're not involved in your war. Anyways, actually I forgot to do this. Let me just delete spawners. I delete spawners because like the battle will go on forever without doing that. Anyways, right now the blue team, who were not prepared for a invasion without an official declaration, did not have the proper defenses, only the massive garrison that they had here, because this is one of the most important research facilities. If the Gray and the Tan teams successfully do this, then they can get tons of resources and steal tons of information from the Blue team. If they fail, oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Oh, sorry. If they fail in this battle, then the Blue team will be able to punish them severely. What that might be, I haven't thought that far. Okay. Just leave me alone. Let me. I'm joking. Love you guys. Anyways, they did not think this through. I didn't think this through. I'm not gonna put the blame on them. I didn't think this far through. But all you have to know is that this is an important battle because this is a war crime. They have not declared war, which means that they are committing a war crime by attacking without an official declaration or warning. So, if they fail this battle, not only will they, 1, be forever condemned and will be forced to pay massive reparations if they lose the war, but 2, they will also be looked down upon and dishonored not only by their enemies, but by the Gray team. The Gray team care severely about honor and tradition, and this action to them is dishonorable and, not cool, Even their allies say it's not cool, but gotta build character. Anyways, who is going to emerge victorious in this battle? I am my money bet on Blue team, because I forgot that they have defenses, and defenses mean that they're less likely to kill you. I thought that because they had more soldiers altogether, they could take them down, but then I forgot they're defending. So my money's bet on the Blue team, but that's okay. We'll see right now. Immediately, helicopters. My gosh, sorry, I'm clearing my throat so much. Okay, immediately, helicopters take off, and the green defenses on the ground are immediately mowed down. However, the green defenses who have the high ground are defending quite well. There's a tan rocket man that just emerged. What the freak? There's a tan rocket man who just emerged from the drawer, I think. I don't know what he was doing. If he just popped out and shot his rocket, that would have been sick. But he just walked out in front of their bullets. I don't know what he was doing. Anyways. Oh my gosh. This soundtrack is slapping so hard, not gonna lie. Yo, this is crazy. Alright. The Gray team and Tan team immediately are taking massive casualties on the ground. It is not looking good for them at all in this battle. I think I might have underdid their team. Yeah, they are playing offense. I think it's not fair. This might not be fair. But at the same time, do I really want the bad guys to win though? Well, they're not the bad guys, because there's no real good guys or bad guys in a war. But I'm just saying, do I really want the war criminals to win? The war criminal Tan team to win. But at the same time, it's not about what I want to win. It's more about who fights the hardest. And it seems like this was a short battle, which is kind of cool. Guys, I'm so sorry. Please don't call me biased, but I don't want a short battle. I kind of want this battle to last a little longer. So let me just turn off the AI real quick. And we're going to just add a bunch more gray. Okay, guys? I'm so sorry. I mean, come on, guys. A short battle is not a fun battle, It's more fun when there's a little bit more expansion to the battle, Like if there's more more juice in the bone, more juice in the bone. But at the same time, I don't want to accidentally give them a free victory, so we're gonna go ahead. I'll give them rockets so they can call them jets. All right, now we're gonna get this. We're gonna get into this. All right, to explain this off, the Gray team immediately pulled off with an ambush. That's right, guys. A bunch of soldiers just came from under the door and that's not a mirror, is it? That's a window, right? We're gonna pretend this is a window. Okay, if it's not a window, it's a mirror with a secret gray compartment behind it. The Gray team just pulled out a bunch of helicopters and jets. Am I looking at they're all dead already, good golly. Yeah, that's probably the result of committing a war crime. Blue jets are pulling up and messing up the Gray front line. this battle is a definitely a blue victory. As you guys can see here, oh my goodness, this is just, oh my gosh, guys, there's nobody left. It's just corpses. Alrighty, guys, this tank is not this is not an AI tank. So, oh, it's still here. Can I throw this out? The garbage doesn't work. Okay, there you go. Yeah, guys, this battle was a blue victory. I just tried to extend it a little bit, but that did not work. I suck at this. That's okay, guys. It's a blue victory, but now the tan team is going to be condemned for a long time, and they know now that they have no other option but to win this war, guys. Oh my gosh. Biting my nails. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I just assaulted your ears and your eyes with that absolutely outrageous behavior. Alright, let's move on to the next battle. This is gonna be crazy, guys. Also, thanks for watching, guys. Wow, guys. Look how awful the battle is. I'm gonna have a hard time editing all this together. This is gonna be like an hour-long video. Oh my gosh. My game is alive. I hope it doesn't crash on me. Anyways, this isn't a battle. I'm gonna end the video here, but we're gonna end it with a cliffhanger for the next episode. Here we go. After the last major victory and moral support gained by the green team after painting the tans as war criminals and evil, they managed to amass a massive conscription, and right now, the green team has begun preparing their military for one of the largest assaults in their entire lives. The green team is now preparing for a counter-offense in a location. I'm not going to reveal where yet, but they are going to attack a location with this massive army. Meanwhile, the blue team, who now officially are involved in the war, 100% are now entering the war, now have begun rapid military exercises and drills, getting their military also prepared for this counter-offense. The green, now with the aid of one of their strongest allies, or their only ally, who just so happens to be the strong ally, now with their allies' aid, with tons of tanks, tons of soldiers, supplies, and weapons, the counter-offense is going to be one of the most important. The blue team's military drills are going to determine many things, and the green's conscription is going to only fuel the bloody war machine that is this war. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm ending that narration. I'm gonna move on to what the other guys are doing. Meanwhile, the tan, along with the gray team, have been preparing their militaries to support and deploy to multiple different fronts. I know you guys see green, and I was looking for a good place to make their military base, but there wasn't much good options. There's no good options that wouldn't like reveal later on points in the story. Anyways, the gray team, now with their military beginning to get a little bit more active, not fully active, but a little bit more active, and the tan military now in full activation. War, at least a total war, is on the horizon. Tan soldiers now being conscripted, however, not like drafted, more like deployed. Already trained soldiers, prepared for battle, just weren't, deployed yet. Anyways, now, 10 soldiers are being deployed in the kitchen. This is probably going to not be a battleground, only because I think the kitchen battle, it doesn't look pretty. It'll probably happen later, but not right now. Right now, this is going to be their base of operations. Now with the tan forces beginning preparations for another offense or a defense, and outside, if you guys didn't know that their base, the green team's base, would be outside. You could tell from the sand pit, but you can't see the stuff outside. You can't see the stuff outside, but like we're gonna pretend it's there because based off the map, it's supposed to be there, but you can't see that. Anyways, they have been rapidly preparing their militaries Whoever's going to win the next battle, we don't know yet. I don't know yet either. Haven't happened yet. Anyways, now both sides are getting ready to clash in one of the largest campaigns ever known in the toy conflicts. This is beginning of Toy War 2. Get it? World War 2. Because the World War 1 already happened. Maybe someday in the future I'll like do a prequels. But it just makes sense to start with the Second War. Because I already started talking about how there was a war in the past. Because listen, I made a video about it. But then the video got deleted. But I mean by that is like the video itself, it like is gone. I can't get it. Because it was like I accidentally deleted it. So, you know, I know what happened. But I can't post what happened, so I'll just I'll have to re-record it based off of my memory, and just based off of things that I might mention here, I'll go back and I'll rewatch it, because sometimes I'll forget important plot points. Like I forgot what battle started the First World War. You know, I know World War I is gonna be like something. It's gonna be something else, but we're not there yet. We're not even done with this story. We're not even halfway done with this story. I don't know why I'm talking about prequels yet. Anyways. Who is going to win the next major battle, guys? Put your votes in the comments. I'm gonna add all these videos together, and then I'm going to edit them, and you're gonna sit there for an hour watching me yap about a video game, because I love you and you love me, and you're gonna watch that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you guys next time. Peace, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this. Also, who are you guys rooting for? Tell me in the comments.